This is a quick tutorial for the version 0.99 of the RAW to CF-RAW conversion utility, which converts your RAW files, RAW frames from many different cameras such as Blackmagic Cinema Camera or Magic Lantern Hacked 5D or upcoming Digital Bollocks into the video RAW using Cineform. You know the version you have by clicking on the help button, and it says 0.999. We're talking right now about the version that is just about to be released to 1.0. Okay, so the workflow goes like this. You define the source file for the raw source sequence, and you do that by dragging and dropping the DNG file from your folder onto this field over here, and you drop it, the program accepts it, it sees source file selected. Or you can use the Windows Explorer and just click on that button and navigate to the raw file. The program accepts a range of raw files from DNG to CR2, such as, for example, if you shot a time lapse with 5D in CR2, you can actually use that sequence to make a raw video out of it. And of course, the advantage of raw video would be that it's 10 times smaller, and it's available for the real-time video previews and edit. You can also use TIFF files, you can use DPX raw files, and the program is set to accept ARRI files. Now, the way it all works is that the program RAW to CF-RAW, the converter, hooks into the Cineform, and whatever Cineform version you have will dictate what output you got. For example, some Cineform versions are limited to HD, so then the output will be up to HD resolution. Mine is Cineform Neo 4K. I know it's very old, but it works fine, and with this program it absolutely shines. I can output, in fact, up to 5K somehow resolution, and it still works. In any case, output folder, kind of the same thing. You drop your folder over here on this field where it says output folder, or you click here to navigate to where you want your output folder to be. Now, going forward, audio source is actually derived automatically from your folder of the video source. Now, this is great for Blackmagic Cinema Camera, where the audio file is included in the same folder, but it's a pain to reattach it or merge it later on after the conversion. RAW to CF-RAW does it for you automatically. It detects the file, and if you click on audio merge option, then the resulting video RAW conversion is going to merge that video file into it. The audio attachment, audio merge, happens via the means of VDub, and so again you have to simply, VDub, by the way, is a free program, and there is a link to download it here in the help file. And in fact, in general, if you have any questions, click on the question mark, it opens up the help file, and you just scroll up and down and you see what's going on there, and it hopefully answers your questions. But once you install VDub, which is a very, very popular and excellent program, and it's free, you simply tell RAW to CF-RAW where the location of vdub.exe is. And again, you do that just like you did with the source file for the video by dragging and dropping vdub.exe on this field, or by navigating to VDub through the Windows Explorer through this button. And then you're done. This is your setup. You're going to be prompted with the file name for this converted file to be saved as, and you of course can edit it and enter something else if you like. Options range from doing AVI or MOV conversion. AVI will have the sound option in it. MOV, as of this release, does not. So if you want the audio merged, then please choose AVI option, and you can later transcode it into MOV if you want. Quality, you can go from 1, which is very small file size, but not the best quality, up to 6, which is the best quality at the expense of the larger file sizes in the video RAW. Quality 5 is what I would personally recommend as a fantastic trade-off. It's still 10 times smaller, about 10 times smaller than your original DNG uncompressed RAW, and yet it retains almost all of the goodness of the RAW files that you had. Okay, frame rate, again, you can dial in whatever the frame rate of the final video converted file do you want. And then this is a fantastic new addition where the program Raw2CFRAW automatically shows you which Cineform compatible LUT files do you have on your system. So those LUT files allow you to obviously do extremely fast grading on any output that you create using this program. So in fact, later on, no rendering will be required, but whatever the LUT effect is going to be attached programmatically to the render file, and the programs such as After Effects and all kinds of video players on your system and Premiere Pro, they will show you the colors and grading of the resulting file based on the LUT that you used here, or not. If you go for none, then no LUT is going to be attached. Now, one of the advantages of this system also is that it quickly shows you the suffix of the file. You see, this is the name that you can enter and, for example, modify on your own, but also the program shows you what suffix is going to be attached. So in this case, since you have quality 5, you see Cineform Q5, but if we change it, you will see that the suffix it changes as well. Now, it's very helpful because after the conversion, you just simply look at the file, resulting file, and you will see with what settings was the file rendered. For example, was there a LUT, was there a certain quality setting, and was there an audio option? All this is going to go into the name of the file. By the way, there's another thing to access folders, both input and output. If you simply double click on this field, you will get into the input folder. If you double click on this field, output, you get into the output folder. Now, I have all kinds of files already converted here, and you can see the result. You see how I named them, and you see how the suffixes were attached accordingly, whether or not there was sound or LUT or what quality setting was there. Now, those are just test files that I converted using my program. All right. After all the settings are done, you simply click Start Conversion. It will double check, and if everything is fine, the conversion will start. At that point, your controls are locked out, so you will not accidentally change any settings at this point, since the conversion is already in progress. And you will see on that black portion of the screen that certain commotion is going on and the files are being processed, and those are just frames out of your original sequence. So the program using Cineform processes those frames into the output file. Now remember that in this particular case I didn't click on audio merge, so the conversion will stop when the video conversion is ended. But had I clicked on this, then the next step automatically would happen with the audio merge, and you would get the audio file, or rather video file with the audio track. You see right now we have the indication of the conversion finished. We see how long it took, and that's basically it. That's your video file that we just did. Let's just double check that it's there. You see, this is the name that I just made, and we double click on the output folder to simply quickly access the window folder, and here it is. You see, that's my name, and that's the suffix indicating quality 1 in Cineform, and that's the indication of LUT processing attached as metadata to this file. Now please keep in mind that metadata can be changed, for example, using First Light or probably Cineform GoPro Studio. So this is kind of a quick indication, but it may change if later on you take the loot out of that file. And also for that reason, there is no indication which exactly loot was attached, because it can in fact be changed later on, and so original suffix is not going to be meaningful anymore. But for the beginning, to just quickly see what's going on with the file, I believe that this is really fantastic program, and at this point there's really nothing else on the market that possibly automatically merges audio with your video. So there you have it. Easy entering of the input source, easy access of data, easy setting of the options, and even the list of all the available LUT files. Now, if you attach, or rather register, the new LUT file with Cineform, say you downloaded it from somewhere, and by the way, there's a small list of the downloadable LUT files here in this link in help. If you do that, you simply download whatever the LUT file you like, you double click on it, and that is going to pop up the message that it's registered with Cineform. After that, you just restart this program, and the LUT file is going to show in this folder. Thank you very much. I'm Alex, and the program Road to CFRAW is made by PrimeHD.com. And I welcome you to our website, primehd.com, so you can see all the details about this program. Thank you very much.